The Cleveland Browns are exceeding expectations for a lot of people, not us. We were all over this all off season. We were like, the Browns are going to be good, right? So if you're new to our channel, we make videos for teams that don't get the love nationally like they should. Cleveland Browns, one of those teams. We talked about all off season. Like the Browns are going to be good, man. Like the revamped defense, Deshaun Watson all season, and it's playing out. Now they're being named to trade for a blockbuster star, blockbuster trade for a star because they have an elite defense. If you missed it, I made a video a couple days ago talking about that the defense isn't just really good, it's really good by a mile. And so you got the defense, you're going to be in every single game. So this trade, I really like it. I'll explain why I like it and then what's in store for the Browns as we continue to move on. Let me know in the comments. And by the way, we're Detroit Lions fans. So we just, you know how that is. Browns and Lions fans, they're always just kind of rooting, kind of checking on the Browns. How they doing? All right, they won today. Cool. That's good. Same vice versa. Here's the trade. With a championship, I just said this. Here we go. With a championship caliber defense in place, the Browns could be buyers at the trade deadline and be a great fit for Davante Adams. Here's why I love Davante Adams. The guy, well, I'll get to that in a second. But look, Matt Lombardo of FanBuzz named 6 teams that would be a good fit for Adams. Why Adams? Because there's no secret he's been unpleased as he's gone to the Raiders. The Raiders have just underperformed. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's in concussion protocol. They beat the Broncos by 1 point. They're 1-2. They could easily be 0-3. And Adams is a stud still, putting up huge numbers, continues to put up huge numbers, even though the Raiders just are terrible. So the Raiders would face a dead cap hit, but also be able to save nearly $7 million against this year's salary cap. So it's not a big deal for the Raiders to get rid of him. And come on, I mean, seriously, the Raiders are doing nothing. So as the salary cap approaches, it'd be interesting to see what Andrew Berry does. Okay, so here's what's interesting about this. If you're a Browns fan, you've got the coach. Excuse me. Coach. I've seen in the comments, people are like, I like the coach, but I don't love him. Fine. But you got the quarterback, you've got the defense. And I don't hate your wide receivers, at all. But man, when you add a star receiver, what that could do for the Browns is really put them over the top in the AFC. If you're in the NFC, like the Lions, or in the NFC North, where it's like you're kind of battling this upstart Packers team, it's like, that's completely different. If you're in the AFC, where you're going to go against, your division, AFC North, tough. The AFC in general is tough. And there's these windows that you're going to get in. You have a window of Jim Schwartz-led defense that you're going to be in every single game. You need a game breaker on your offense to just win a couple of these. It's the NFL. It's a back and forth right down to the end. Let's get a game breaker in there. Let's win 2 or 3 of these games that would have been close. Maybe we mess up. No, let's just go win and finish with 11 wins versus 9. Let's finish with 12 wins versus 10. That's what I think the Browns should be looking at. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. Would you like Davante Adams, and what? And that's what I was going to answer next, is at what cost? I think you have to ask yourself, you've put together a defense. You've got Deshaun Watson. Yes, you lost your running back, but you're still okay. Good offensive line. What is a cost to be winning and win 11, 12, 13 games in the AFC this year and go into the playoffs, home field advantage, win the division? It's like, okay, here's a second round pick. Here's a first and there is no cost. It's invaluable to get this guy to win. You've got everything else in place. Why not go for it while the window is there? And it's weird to say that because the window is kind of a weird window, and that the rest of the AFC is pretty tough. I mean, really top to bottom, Miami, you might see them later. There's different teams that are going to be difficult. Chiefs, of course. But I feel like the Browns have the best team they've had in forever, just because you start going piece by piece, and it's like all of a sudden the Browns, like the Lions, the Browns have like 5 stars on their team. When's the last time? When's the last time that happened? Now you add a sixth star. You have star power on your team. You've got quarterback play. So Devontae Adams, let's say it costs you a second round pick. Done. Bring him on, because at the end of the day, a pick is a number on a piece of paper. You got to have the players on the field to make it happen. So here, second round pick. Here's a third and a third next year. I don't know what it would take to get him, but let's make it happen. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. I love just talking about this with Devontae Adams. Love rooting for the Browns. Let me know your thoughts about the Lions in the comments. We'll continue to put out Browns content because they're one of our favorite teams, just because they just get ignored nationally. It's interesting to us. So that's why we started this channel, is because you're like, Browns, aren't they going to be good? Texans, Colts. I mean, these are all teams that are up and coming, really making they're on the right trajectory. And even the Browns aren't even on the trajectory anymore. I talk about that a lot, as Lions fans, Browns fans, Texans fans. We don't want to be good. Yes, we want to be good, but it's not about just being good for a year. It's about, can we just get on the right path? We got the right nucleus. We got that right coach, quarterback, culture, where you can just start to see, yeah, man, if we can just keep going on in this trajectory, we'll be good, versus throw a little here, throw a little there, you grab a guy. That does not work. But the Browns seem to be on the top end of that. They've got star players on defense. They've got a good quarterback. They've got everything in place. The time might be now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.